What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, we got the Batman White Knight by Sean Murphy. And this was definitely a great read. It was definitely a switcheroo of characters. And we can see that Batman is not actually technically the villain, is not the villain of this story as what we would thought. Or at least we think so now. It leaves a lot to be open. So, let's get into it. So we got Arkham Asylum, Batmobile coming in, and we got Sean Murphy, talented dude, script, art, covers. Matt Collinsworth on the colors and the cover colors. Todd Klein is the letters. Maggie Hull is assistant editor. Mark Doyle is the editor. And then we move on to the next page. So Batmobile comes up, runs all the way. Then we see a guard greet the occupant. And they're telling him that he can go this right way, but the man already knows his way around. He asks how is apparently their inmate, and we see that Batman is the new inmate of Arkham Asylum. Very Batman the Animated Series-esque. I salute. And then we just see it's been quiet. It's been quiet. He hasn't said a word, Mr. Napier. So this is clearly the Joker. So we just see Batman's chain. He gets up and he's like, Batman, I need your help. So, what caused this, you say? We have a year ago. Joker's out here running around, causing mayhem and mischief, and he's like, yeah, ready to begin, Bats? Let's start the show with one of our old standbys, the open drawbridge routine. It's like a great bit. It's all about the timing, like knowing when the ferry's crossing. And we just see Batgirl's like, oh my god, there's a ferry, of course they make it though. And we see a big round of applause from the audience. Way to stick to the landing, Bats. A smooth transition to our next gag. And I don't know what type of Batmobile this is. I should know the name, I'm just forgetting where it appeared. And we just see roof driving. And we expect the Joker to do that because he's on, I guess, good stuff, but Batman is driving on the freaking roof. Dang. And we just see Batgirl, ask the same question, like, there are people living in these buildings, Bruce. How do you not know they won't crumble? And Batman's like, man, I don't care. I want the Joker, man. And Joker's like, well, next, let's do crowd work. The guys are like, well, what do you do? It's like, let's get the audience involved. And, of course, like a crazy individual, Batman doesn't care. He just drives to a construction zone. And, one dude is about to get run over, and then Nightwing comes in and saves him. It's like, ooh, I like the improv mullet, Wing. It's like, time for a brief intermission. If you need me, I'll be at the bar. So, Nightwing is like little hard to see those cones when the pedal's all the way down. Get a tighter leash on him, Babs, and why would you say her name in public? I know he probably might be shell-shocked and might not be caring, but, still, come on, do better, Dick. And Barbara's like, dude, he doesn't listen. And Batman's still not paying attention. It's like, hey, he's headed to the industrial district, move. It's like I'm not even there. Batman gets out his rope and he's on the move. And it's like, he's getting worse. I don't know what to do. And Nightwing's like, do what I did. Leave. And then the poor security guard gets like pushed out the way. Bam. and then Batgirl goes after him saying like, it's like, are you okay? And then she puts on his hat back and he's like, asshole ran into me. I was just trying to tell him which entrance the Joker used. Like, dang, man. So they're in the warehouse. Joker's laughing. He's like, congrats on another performance, partner. Great leap over Gotham Ferry. Wait till they make a play set out of that. I'd buy two. One to open and one to save. Tissue fresh inside the case. And it's like, but can you stand some constructive criticism? A little reckless at the construction site, almost flattening that one worker. Not to mention all those damaged rooftops. You pay for that or does the city? And then Batman's like, this isn't a performance, Joker. And it's like, and I was a little surprised at the ending, knocking the security guard out of the way. It's hard to help you if you're breaking character. And you just see Batman's like, help me? Why, sure. By always being there to challenge you, raising the stakes, making you stronger each time. That makes our relationship so special. I'm your greatest villain because I'm your biggest fan. And Batman's like, there is no relationship. And it's like, now who's crazy? We're Gotham's favorite power couple. And like any couple, we're supposed to fight. So Joker's got the axe ready, wants to swing on to Batman. Next, we see that outside, Nightwing asks the guy what does the Joker want in that building, and the guy said he asks what's in the building, and the guy just says pills, and they're confused because why would the Joker want pills? So they jump over to offer their assistance, and security guys telling Babs, "You go, you're my daughter's favorite," of course. Next panel, Broker gets socked in the face, douche. That was a pretty hard hit. It's like we're a team, Bats, admit it. That's our dynamic. All that's missing is the makeup sex. Ooh. Ooh, man, he hit him with that. He hit him with that roast. Ooh, hit him with that roast. It's like, I don't expect you to acknowledge it. You are, after all, the distancer. I'm the overly complicated one. And then Batman responds, you only pretend we're a team because it gives you purpose and makes you feel special, but your ego won't let you see the truth. And it's like, yeah, what's that? It's like, you don't matter to anyone. It's like, you don't matter, not to me, not to Gotham, not to anyone. And, Joker's like, oh, I see it. You want to do it like that, huh? It's just like, ouch. Cards on the table, huh? Is this the part where we get to be completely honest with each other? Because I don't have to hold back. And then Batman's like, you're not holding back. You've got nothing left. And it's like, after all these years, you still have no idea what I'm capable of. It's like, I could have beaten you at any point, turned the city completely against you whenever I wanted. But I chose to hold back, giving you the only what you could handle because I didn't want to wreck what we had. It's like, admit it, I gave you Gotham City. This corrupt war zone is the home we created together. The only reason Gotham allows you to exist is because they're terrified of me. It's like, admit it. And the Joker seems to be crying. No, well, I think he is crying. Dang. So he's hurt. And Batman says, finished. It's like, I'm the only one who really knows you, Batman. Your vigilantism isn't about justice, it's about control. Fixing this city is your pathetic way of salvaging the broken bits of your anima. But you're too stupid to see that it hasn't worked. Crime has become your therapy, and Gotham your victim. You've dragged us all into your perpetual Halloween. And Batman's like, oh, you're getting into me? It's like, enough. Then, Batgirl and Nightwing get here, and he's like, admit it, you can't even build a family because the very thought of one terrifies you. How many innocent children will you ruin with your nightmares? And Batman's like, shut up. Is that Nightwing or Robin? I lost track because they keep disappearing. Oh, gosh, another freaking roast, man. Joker's just going in on Batman, and Batman's like, enough. And it's like, even Gordon is fed up watching his men turn into cannon fodder on the front lines of a war they didn't ask for. And, Joker's just letting it out. It's falling apart, and you're incapable of stopping it. Admit it. And then we get this great page of Batman just beating the Joker. It's like, face it, the greatest villain in Gotham City is you. Stop talking. Bam. And we just see bam, 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 just beating him up. And we get this anger, the passion of Joker in this. And we just see a great splash page of everybody just freaked out. Like, you can see everybody's emotion. Like, you just see Gordon's like, man, thank God he ain't GCPD, man, because, man, that'd be looking bad on me. Montoya, I believe, is like, oh my gosh, man, dang. It's like Nightwing is like, man, Bruce, bruh, seriously? And Babs is like, oh my gosh. And Bullock is like, man, dang, I know I didn't like you for a reason, but you really have to prove my point? And the cops are like, dang, man, maybe he'll kill him. But dang. But meanwhile, the Joker just got his behind murked, beat up, and we just see the guy like, I see Gotham more clearly than any of you. It's like, but you won't admit it. To you, I'm some psycho in makeup. You left me no choice but to come here tonight to prove it to you with these. And we just see him hold out some pills. If I can get better, I can get this city back on track. Finally show you that you need me. And Batman's like, okay, fine. You want to get better? Whoop, somebody's recording him. It's like, then open up. Just shoves all the pills down his throat. And then just see we just see Gordon none of these expressions match the dialogue. Not saying that the dialogue is bad. You just see Gordon bruh, man, come on, seriously. And Bullock is man, damn, bruh, that even I who don't like you and hope that you get arrested, man. This is too much. I gotta arrest you now, man. But we just see Babs is Bruce, don't, and I guess this is what matches because she's shocked, and then he's oh, take these pills, bro, take them, and then you just see, oh, can't breathe, and then he just swallows all the pills, and bam, he's out, and Batman just yep, I've done my citizen's duty, I'm out. And the person who's recording saves it, and she's on her way, and they're just taking what's left of the Joker. So we get on the midnight news of the aftermath that just happened here. See the female right here, the Gotham Insider, tonight we're discussing the Batgate scandal. On basically the stunning footage of Batman's assault on the Joker has gone viral, causing many to question the GCPD and the Dark Knight's method. And then the guy's thank God they caught him, talking about the Joker. So they're obviously on two opposing sides. She's basically saying, the police have always, pretty much denied having anything to do with the Dark Knight, but we got this video showing all the cops standing while Batman just beating the Joker, to which this guy pretty much says, so what? Joker's, Gotham's numero uno villain. He's done so much. Why should we care what happens to him? He manipulates the system. Everybody knows that. She says, well, the Joker hasn't been charged with anything, and other than armed robbery and his perceived reputation. Meanwhile, this guy saying that the cops need the people's support. That Gotham is the birthplace of supervillains, and he doesn't care what's legal or isn't. The city needs Batman, and she responds what about? Yes, but where's the accountability? If the police won't stop Batman from crossing the line, then who will? Fair point. The optics on this are terrible, which is true, and it only makes things worse for the GCPD, who are already plagued with accusations of corruption and police brutality. Interesting. And then we get this interesting piece of dialogue that was the previous commission. Gordon has been working hard to overturn public opinion. The SJWs need to give him a chance. Huh. Interesting. So we see that their concerns the city is divided and the protesters are demanding answers. Where does Gordon go from here? And what exactly is his relationship with Batman? And then we just see the guys I never thought I'd see the day when people would be out on the streets defending someone like the Joker. And if they are, man, people need to get their head checked. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, the Joker's been messed up. Got his, he got brutalized. Intensive care unit already. And then we just see Bullock is glad. He's pretty much glad that people are seeing Batman for the maniac he is. Montoya tells him Batman has saved dozens of lives, has saved the lives of dozens of cops, Bullock, even yours. And Bullock is sticking firm, saying look, allowing a weirdo to fight crime in his underwear, what kind of city lets that happen? Gordon says, look, you ain't GCPD. I'm going to pretend we're not having this conversation. It isn't our responsibility. And then Bullock is no offense, Commissioner, that's bullshit. I wanted to arrest Batman, but you wanted to sit back while he did nothing while he beat Napier unconscious. That loophole isn't going anymore. So you got even Bullock defending the Joker. It's we just see, because in this one he says, the Joker is right. If Batman were wearing a badge, you'd charge him with assault. Interesting. So basically, Barbara and Gordon are together. She's asking how he is. And Gordon's not sure. He hasn't said a word since we brought him back to Arkham. We don't know anything about the pills, the side effects, the dosage, nothing. How do you even know about them? And she's asking if she's going to be okay. And Gordon's probably. Napier's one tough son of a bitch, but I'll be honest. Got a nice splash page here. He's not the one I'm worried about. So we just see, all of Joker's memories and everything like that. And he seems to be having a nightmare right here. From his starting up as a stand-up to becoming the Joker, Harley Quinn, time in Arkham. And, yeah, this guy is turning out to be a boss. And then we get him waking up from his nightmare. And we just see, cameo, BTSA, Batman in the Animated Series picture right here. I recognize it. What else can we see right here? That looks like another action figure from Batman the Animated Series. And we can see all the different Batmobiles here. But we can see that he's clearly a deranged fanboy. Can't stop obsessing. Then pretty much we see that Dick and Barbara are at his house and they're just questioning Bruce about what's gone into him. And he's trying to focus on those pills that he gave to the Joker. He gave to the Joker, cutting them out, but Barbara begs him to let them in. So Bruce is like, okay, come with me. And then Dick is like, do you own any buildings without secret passageways? So they come in, and we see Alfred on the freaking bedside. You know what? It's funny because in the last couple of issues, Alfred has had his back broken. He's been shot, and now he's. I'm not talking about issues. I mean, just in general, for the last couple of weeks in DC Comics, Alfred has been getting the raw deal, man. Like, dang, they won't let my mans go. So anyway, and we just see. So basically, Bruce tells him that he's dying, and they want to know how. He doesn't know. It's like, and now Dick and Barbara are pretty much asking how long has he been like this. Bruce says a month, and then he notices the cold technology. It's like, that's freeze technology. You're working with freeze. We've been able to make a lot of progress for both of them. And he's like, why didn't you tell us? And we just see Bruce is heartbroken, saying that I was hoping I could fix it so you wouldn't see him like this. So meanwhile, Joker has destroyed all of his memorabilia of Batman. Ripped everything, and then he's like, when I was young, I loved Gotham, intriguing place, full of energy, the center of the universe. At least that's what I thought. That's what they told me before I ran away. But it was a lie. Gotham was as boring as the farm. So I tried to spice it up, make them laugh. I sucked at comedy, just couldn't connect. You can't elicit emotion out of the people in Gotham, out of a city gone numb. Gotham needed to be awakened, if not with humor, then with something more potent, terror. So I turned to crime, managed to get a rise out of them. And then you came along, woke them in ways I never could. I had to know you, anything to be with you, even if it meant being your nemesis. At least we were close. Gave me a chance to know you like no other. You hated me, and I loved it, because love and hate are the same. But now it's over. It was over long ago. I just didn't want to admit it. Now I am forced to ask myself what happened. Did you change, or did I ever really know you at all? And so you just see him talking to Batman outside of his window. Batman leaves. Meanwhile, we see that Napier has been terrorizing Gotham for years. Are their memories that short? Why the hell is anyone defending him? Which makes sense. Why are you defending the Joker? And we just see, this isn't about the Joker. They see another police brutality issue. And I think this is the mayor. He's like, I made you commissioner and hoping you fixed the department, Jim. And he's like saying, I spent the last year cleaning up, cracking down on corruption, and suspended the officers who sparked the race riots. It's like, the GCPD is clean. It's Batman who screwed up. You insisted on us having a blind eye policy toward Batman, but it only works if you can keep him under control. And then he's like, I'll talk to him. We'll make it work again. It's like, there shouldn't even be a Batman, Jim. And the fact that you need one makes you incompetent. Oh, I don't care how repeatable you think GCPD is. If it condones vigilantism, then it's still corrupt. Then we see Dr. Leslie Tompkins is coming in, and she asks, how is he? It's like, Jack Napier has made a full recovery, sir. It took some plastic surgery and a lot of stitches, but he's going to be physically fine. It's like, thank God, maybe he won't sue us. Physically, he's healed, but I'm worried about his mental condition. And so, and then the mayor's like, he's 100% mental condition. What's there to be worried about? It's like, and she's like, not anymore. No more laughter, no more smiles, no more makeup, no more Joker, really. And Gordon's like, what? It's like, we're not sure what those pills were, but they seem to have cured whatever condition he had. And he's like, impossible. He has got to be faking it. It's like, you can't fake a CAT scan or an IQ test. He's scoring well beyond the level of a genius. Where is he now? So he's in Arkham's library. He's been in Arkham's library for 3 days now, working nonstop. Hasn't slept or eaten. Working on what? His legal case. It looks like he's going to file charges against the GCPD, Batman, and Gotham City. And given his newfound mental capacity, I think you need to be worried. Oh. Then we see, it's like, can't we just barge in and stop him? It's like, they're public records. It's his constitutional right. And we just see that later on. It's like, what about the pencils, paper clips, sharp ideas? It's like, can't we charge him with something? It's like, he's never been a cutter. He's never attacked the inmates. He's never attacked the guards. It's like, plus it'll make us look guilty if we just barge in there. And then, so they decide to have a meeting with Jack Napier. And then we see them here as I say Joker. It's like, Mr. Napier will do. And of course, like, how are you feeling? It's like, heartbroken, angry, like a jilted lover, but reading helps, giving me new focus. I assume you're here to make me an offer? And then Gordon's like, you're lucky we don't add time to your sentence for escaping and stealing a scooter. Please. The Batman caused more damage than I did. There's plenty of evidence and dozens of eyewitnesses, but given your injuries, we're willing. We just see no deal. I want this to go to trial. And Gordon's like, you think you can get off? You're the Joker, for Christ's sake. It's like, I'm done taking the rap for Batman's reckless vigilantism. Now it's your turn. And he's like, excuse me? It's like, Batman endangered innocent civilians by driving an unlicensed weaponized tank over these rooftops. Then he endangered a construction site by plowing into the cement truck, injuring 3 people. He knocked over an innocent guard and trespassed onto private property, destroying thousands of dollars worth of medical equipment while he assaulted me, and I was trying to surrender. Rather than arresting him, you and a dozen police officers stood by while he forced unknown medication down my throat until I stopped breathing. Add that all up to what do we have? Reckless endangerment, destruction of public and private property, a dozen different traffic violations, assault, and attempted murder by lethal dosage. If you don't arrest Batman, then I have no choice but to file a suit against the GCPD to address his crimes, to answer for his crimes. Like, Batman isn't GCPD. It's like, of course he is, even if no one wants to admit it. The proof has been there right over our heads the whole time. The bat signal kept under GCPD supervision. I found photos of it. That makes you an accessory. And then Bullock is like, oh shit. It's like, and then we see Napier like saying like, look, I love Gotham, and it's time I paid back her for the debt I owed by the Joker. The city deserves better than you, better than the Joker, better than the Dark Knight. So I'm going to be her White Knight. To be continued. Woo! Nice. This was great. I give this a 10 out of 10 too. Like, DC's just putting it out. This is going to make for a good story. I'm excited for the next one. And this is 1 out of 8. Can't wait to see where this goes. And how did Batman land up in Arkham Asylum? So, thank y'all for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications to be notified well. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss great comments and get my views out. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll have more videos up tomorrow. See y'all later.